Hello, this is Randy Adams. Thank you for tuning in to AM 630 The Word. We're going to have a good show today. I hope I make a difference in your life. I want to be the best I can be at teaching you the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business, and also having you the whole armor of God so you can protect yourself, protect your budget, protect your money, and make wise decisions biblically on buying and selling cars. Very important today because I'm going to tell you the world is against you, and you need the Holy Spirit to lead and guide you. Hello, it's Randy Adams, LearnToBuyAndSellCars.com, talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly about the car business. And remember, I buy the good, the bad, and the ugly. Cars, trucks, vans, houses, land, opportunities. There's a couple of businesses for sale I'm working on. So, you just give me a call, 830-708-4789. And we're going to talk a little bit about financing because you need your financing lined up. You need to know your credit score. You need to know what you're doing because do you want somebody else to control your money, your budget, your lifestyle, your banking? I mean, there's so many opportunities out there for dealers to make money. You wouldn't believe it. So you got to be prepared. And right now, I do a lot of commercial stuff. That's vans and trucks for companies. And it's tough to get a loan, and sometimes you got to pay a little more interest. But you're making money with that opportunity, so you got to keep that in mind. So, but a person, and this is Proverbs 28:26, he who trusts in himself is a fool, but he who walks in wisdom is kept safe. Sometimes I think I got enough wisdom, and that's when I surely know that I do not have enough wisdom. Because I don't know it all, but I learn, and I have the desire to learn. I have the desire to learn the Bible more. I have the desire to listen to wise preachers because, I want to know the best for everybody, including me, and I want to walk in wisdom, and I want to listen to others, and I want to learn. But sometimes I think the customer that walks into the dealerships, that walks into the lion's den, don't have that. I mean, they walk in wanting somebody to validate what they want to buy. I want you to agree with me. I want you to help me buy and put me in dealer's prison. That's why I tell everybody, hey, before you get ready to buy or purchase a unit, figure out how much you're going to spend. What's your budget? And right now, if you're buying a vehicle under $15,000 or even $20,000, you're buying what everybody else wants. I mean, we had a situation where a lot of people were buying new cars and trucks, but those people dropped down to looking for 2, 3, 4-year-old cars. I've talked to you about owners of dealerships that have been there for years and years selling their friends, relatives, and neighbors and all used vehicles that used to buy nothing but new. So those people have dropped down. The people that used to buy 2, 3, 4-year-old cars have dropped down to 5, 6, 7-year-olds. People who used to buy 5, 6, 7s have dropped down to 10 and 12 and 15-year-old vehicles. It's just transportation. I buy a lot of Lincolns, Grand Marquis, and Crown Victorias because I like those cars, man. They're probably the best cars built, in my opinion. And I love town cars. I've just sold a low-mileage 44,000-mile town car, and I'm working on 2 or 3 others that are low miles, and I drive a 100,000-mile town car that I love. I've had a bunch of people wanting to buy it, but it fits me and it fits my situation until I find something I like better. And there'll be probably another town car. I'm going to be in it because I want to get to point A to point B the best comfortable way I can. I don't need to look like the Joneses. I don't want to beat the Joneses. Hey, back in the day when I was a pure heathen, the Joneses tried to keep up with me. I had to have the best. And I'm in the business. Why do car dealers and car salesmen seem to have lots of money? It's because we make the right decisions on our transportation. Hey, it costs you money. Excuse me. Hey, I've seen so many people that buy a new car, new truck every other year. And one couple that were buying one every other year, he'd buy a new truck for himself other year, and his wife would get a new car, sport utility every other year. And he lost his job. Here it is, got 2 great big old payments, been paying on new cars for 30 years and nothing to show for it. So he struggled. He struggled. And he found a job that was paying about half. and he had to dump those cars and get into used cars and get a side note. Good thing his credit was good because he got a side note with the credit union he was doing business with and driving a lot cheaper car. Hey, he found out, not so bad. I got a salesperson that thought he had to have the biggest and the baddest of everything. He's calmed himself down, backed himself down, and figured out, hey, he's not trying to impress anybody. He's not trying to keep up with the Joneses. Pride, greed, selfishness will keep you in debtor's prison. And insurance, man, I tell you what, insurance is going so fast, going up, up, up. Hail damage. I mean, we're seeing a lot of hailstorms. I mean, there's going to be a time when these insurance companies are going to wake up and say, we got a new ball game going here. Of course, we got sold down the river by Texas legislature, the senators in the House of Representatives. They sold us down the river to the insurance companies. So the insurance company's making more money on you. I was talking to a lady the other day. She was in a minor accident, and it was her fault. And it was a minor deal. And she'd been paying like 45 years insurance on vehicles and never had a claim. And then they're beating her up on this deal, not wanting to pay her enough money. And, they told her, said, she buying another car, and the insurance rate went way up on a little minor accident. We're talking about, a couple of thousand. She's paying a couple of $1,000 a year on insurance. They caught up on the next vehicle she bought and hadn't had an accident 45. How these insurance companies pay, and then when it's their turn, you need to talk to a claims adjuster. Yeah, they pay it. We pay them for whatever they tell us to pay. We don't know what our vehicle's worth to them. We don't know if we lose it, what they're going to pay us. And so we battle with them all the time. And so this agent sells the policy to you, collects the money, tells you, oh man, I'm going to be here for you and I love you. I'm going to be your man. I'm going to be here and you can just count on me. Well, I'm in an accident. Now I got to fight the claims adjuster and the other insurance company. Oh, well, that's the way it is, Well, why am I paying you? I pay you big money, and you don't do nothing. Well, I explained the policy to you. Well, you don't. You don't even know the policy. But anyway, so now we've got insurance we're dealing with. We've got interest rates we're dealing with. And you're buying a vehicle that you hope is going to worth some money, depending on how many miles you put on it. I'm sold a car to a gentleman that works in Louisiana, traveling back and forth. He got him a cheaper car because he's driving a high-dollar Ford truck, and he don't want to put the miles on it, don't want to take it to Louisiana, wants a cheap car to go back and forth to get better fuel mileage, and the miles won't hurt it as bad, and the insurance is cheap. He's making a wise decision. It's just like a buddy of mine called me. He said, we're going on vacation. I need to buy me a van. I said, why? I said, man, you're going on vacation, go rent one. That's what I do. I said, turn it back to them, let them clean it up. You don't have to worry about it. If you break down, they're there to help you and fix you. Another friend of mine went on vacation. They broke down, got hung up in Arkansas. And so what do, man? It cost them a fortune to get back, get going. It's a mess. So if you're going on a long vacation and your car's a little weak, I'm thinking about renting one. Renting a van, load the kids up, packages up, ice chest up, take off. You got a problem, pick up the phone, say, hey, your car broke down, come get me. And they will. So, I mean, there's a lot of options that we don't look at, a lot of opportunities we don't look at. So we just got to get down to the basics. What's the best for me, my lifestyle, my family, my budget, my bank account? Oh, man, my bank account. I mean, has your ride ever messed up with your mind? Does your ride mess with your mind? How's that? Man, I tell you what, our mind gets messed constantly in our mind with our ride, what's going on, what I want. Oh, man, look at that pretty car. I got a friend of mine, every time we see a car, she says, oh, isn't it pretty? No, it's not. It's just a car. That car don't know who owns it. That car don't know it's pretty. That car don't talk back to you unless it's, on the, I don't know. But they don't talk really. They don't care, and they don't know what they're worth. and they start at lust, rust, and dust. Oh man, I gotta have that pretty car. And is it pretty to you? Maybe not be. That's why they make so many different cars. Some people like this, some people like that. It don't matter. But have you lost that love and feeling? That pretty car's no pretty after 3 to 5 years. Oh no, it's not pretty to me no more. I hate my car. I hate what I owe. I love that commercial. Hey, we're gonna take care of you. You believe that? Let me say you land a park if you believe they're going to take care of you. There's nothing free in the car business. Zero. So you got to be prepared mentally, physically, spiritually for a battle for your budget, your money, your lifestyle. So get friends with a bank. Talk to your banker. Talk to 5 or 6 bankers. Go join a credit union. Talk to them. Get more lines of credit. You might start a business and you need to deal with some commercial people. And you got to shop around. I'm seeing some interest rates. It's all over the board. You can't depend on a solid interest rate anymore. I mean, everybody's got different ways, different styles. I deal with 3 different banks. They're all different. They're all different in thinking. They all demand different ways, but I mean, it's their money. They're loaning it to you. So be prepared. Talk to a bank, credit union, 2 or 3, 4. Find out what their interest rate is, what it's going to cost. Give them some kind of idea how much you're going to borrow. How long you going to pay? How much interest you going to pay? When you going to, we're signing notes on new cars and trucks at 8 years right now. 8 years. And so we're thinking you're going to pay it off in 2033. We don't even know what's going to happen the next year or two. And we got a note till 2033. Man, I tell you, a buddy of mine just signed up on a new note, and man, it's 2033. Another friend of mine, this guy just bought a low miles, nice truck 6 months ago. Well, he went in and get it serviced. And man, he saw one he liked the color on. Something he don't need. He's going from a 1/2 ton to a 3/4 ton. Big engine, low rear end. This vehicle was hard to sell. Color was different. I like the color, but very few people do. Buys something that he really don't need, and he got sold, and he thinks he got a great deal. And I guess it's okay, but this dealership, they figured out they had something been sitting on a lot and it needed to go. And they'd rather have his unit, which was like new, that they'd sold him, than their unit, and so he was excited to get within $4,000 of what he paid for it. Well, that's great, but the problem is $4,000 for 6 months. Man, I tell you what, that makes it pretty tough. And then, he's got this unit here. And guess what? When he gets back to trade, they're going to look for a reason to cut it to the bone. Because I tell you, all the big motor, the 3/4 ton, this, that, the other, the color, you got to find the right buyer. That salesman might be ducking and dodging. You know how that is? You go back into a dealership 2 or 3 months after you bought one, sometimes that salesman is dodging and ducking because he thinks there's a problem. There wasn't no problem here. This guy, he saw the grin on my buddy's face and said, hey, here's an easy one. Come on in here. We're going to take care of you. We're going to sell you this one at a bargain. We're going to give you plenty for yours. We're going to put you out on the road. We're going to do whatever it takes to make a deal. I get in that position. I get one I want to sell. And the person comes in there and they want to do something. I'm ready to do it, whatever it takes. If it's anything that's close to the money, and I don't care if I lose money. We win some, we lose some. But we can't eat these cars and trucks. Remember that when you walk into a dealership. We can't eat them. We got to sell them one way or another. And so sometimes it's a buyer's market. You got to, if you're willing to take that. And I get a call several times lately because there's so many hailstorms. People want to know how to buy a hail-damaged car. I said, do you mind driving one? Because I don't. I drive a hail-damaged car. I drive one. I love driving white ones because I call it a golf ball. And so this guy says, hey, how much can I expect to get off of the real value off of a vehicle that's got down? I said, well, it depends on slight hail damage, medium hail damage, or hard hail damage. And I bought off of a military guy, a vehicle's got hail damage, but it's white, it's hard to see, and it's a great car, and somebody will own the car right. So how much does it bother you to drive a hail-damaged car? Just tell them, hey, it's a golf ball. But in new car dealers, they pray for hail damage. Yeah, they do. I've been blessed because I've only been hit hard on hail once. And the insurance company deductible on used car dealers beat us up so bad that I didn't hardly get anything off the insurance companies. You know, they're a dictatorship, one-way rule. They want to collect money, but they don't want to pay money. And so the dealership next to me, they've been hit hard 3 times. They love it. Hey, they love it. They collect $10,000, $15,000 a car. And when the customer comes in, they tell them, hey, we're going to knock $5,000 off this car. So they make money on the car, and then they make another $5,000 to $10,000 on the hail damage. Well, remember that. You got to know how much they've collected on insurance. Now, the car dealer telling the truth, man, that's about 1 out of 1 million. But anyway, they won't tell you how much they collected from the insurance company. Sometimes they collect on their buildings, and they collect the money, and they don't even fix nothing. I've seen that over the years. So, I mean, you want to know exactly what something's worth and what is it worth to you. And how much good are you going to get out of it? How many times are you going to go from point A to point B and still be all right with it? So, I mean, you got to be prepared. I want you to be prepared. You know, it gets back to that wisdom. You think you got all the wisdom in the world, and when you're walking in one of those dealerships, they're trained assassins. That's what they do every day. That's what they do. And you're not prepared, and you walk in every 2 or 3, 5 years, and you don't know the business has changed, the market's changed, the money's changed, the opportunities changed, F&I has changed. Man, the F&I department makes big, big money. Those people in there a lot of them are making $40,000 a month. So the dealership's making $200,000. Guess who the dealership's making? And that's per F&I person. Some of these big dealerships got 8 or 10. So if they're making $200,000 on 10 dealerships, that's $2 million they're making in the F&I department. And I and most of it's made on extended warranty. You don't buy an extended warranty on a new car. You can get one when the warranty runs out. A man called me the other day. I got 35,000 miles on my truck. I said, well, take it into the dealership. Tell them check everything out, check recalls out, fix everything they can find because you're about to be out of warranty. And then figure out when and how much you want to spend on a warranty. I sell the best warranty I've seen in 40 years. Go to randyadamsinc.com. You get a price directly from the warranty company. Not Randy Adams. I don't give prices. I can help in some situations. I got an account manager that helps. Our BBB rating is through the roof. They love us because Better Business Bureau. They love us because this company is $1 billion company and they'll pay. And we've got an account manager. Hey, some of these dealerships and some of these garages try to double dip. They try to charge you, tell you that the warranty company don't pay, and then charge the warranty company. Well, you need help there. And they got an 800 number to answer any questions. We got an account manager, and they'll finance anywhere in the United States. We've sold them, sold one in Hawaii, sell a bunch of them up north. So, you know, think that in consideration. And I'm talking about good coverage, very good coverage. So you got to know what this vehicle's, how it's going to stand up, how it's going to be. They're building some new cars, in my opinion, that fall apart about 70 to 80,000 miles. And the reason I can back that up is that if you go to the auctions, you'll see these vehicles come through, and nobody wanting to buy them. I mean, the prices, they're new, they're 60, 70,000 going through the auction. They're begging for, I'm talking about 5, 6 year old cars, begging for, 6, 7, 8, 10,000. So know what the car's worth in 5 years. Know what the value is. Know how much money you're going to put in it. I had a lady tell me about a vehicle she bought. I said, how many miles do you normally put on one before you trade? She said, 60. I said, good. Trade it at 60 because about 80,000, you're not going to like the bills it's going to take to keep that little darling on the road. So she said, well, I thank you for that. And she's single, and then up in age, so she needs something new to get. There's lots of times I help a lot of people get new cars. I know where to go, what to do. I know where to send you. There's some good dealers, there's some bad dealers, and there's some ugly dealers. There's too good to be true. Lifetime warranties, you're going to pay a lot of money. You know, and I had a gentleman tell me, so well, lifetime warranty, I love that deal. I said, well, you're going to be paying 10 times what you could buy a warranty for. He said, yeah, and they've got towing also free. I said, yeah, they want to capture you. Yeah, anybody wants to give towing free that owns a dealership, they got these haulers. They're going to haul your car in there and lock you down and convince you. I've had some people call me about a vehicle, $9,000 to fix it. Of course, they picked it up free. Well, oh, yeah, they picked it up free because they got you captured at their dealership, hit them with $9,000. It's about a $2,500 fix. Sure, that towing bill going to cost you thousands. That's possible. Hey, that happens every day. And I just had some people buy a vehicle from me, took it down to the wrong brake people, and they said, yeah, you need brakes, you need rotors, you need this, you need that, $1,500. Hey, they didn't need it. They were just telling them that. Bro, I told them, I said, the brakes, I believe, are fine on that. We had it checked, the brakes are fine. And they got another 30, 40,000 miles on them. But you get into some of these places, they'll wear you out. How, you need to be safe. Let's fix this thing up. I'm working on the front end of a car, and so I'm about to get it done for a customer that wants to buy it. He said, how safe it's going to be. I said, we get front end rebuilt. We'll take a look and we'll drive it and we'll check it out. But it's going to be new underneath there. So you got to know what you're spending your money on, what you're spending your time on. Get your banking lined up. Talk to your banker, see what your interest rate is. And there's some other options. You can call me. There's some other options on financing. There's some companies that will finance a nurse and a teacher and with bad credit. I mean, you got to know where to go there. There's some buy here, pay here places. But, if you're going to a buy here, pay here place with a bad credit, sometimes you want to leave your credit open. Maybe you want 2 or 3 different lines. That's why I deal with 3 different banks. And I got another banker out of New York that called me the other day trying to do business with me. Called me out of New York. I said, how do you find me? He said, well, we found you here, there, and around. They can check on anybody. They find out I've been in business 62 years. They thought, well, this guy survived 62 years, must be all right. Well, I've got a land deal coming together, and it looks like it's about to. They've offered to finance me money on it and give me a good rate. I couldn't believe it. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. I said, I'd have to see that. Let me get the deal put together. I'm going to have to see the contract. Don't trust these bankers. I'm not trusting these guys. I want to make sure the interest rate's right and the terms are right. And, possibility, because I didn't want to tie up my money in this situation. I might need it somewhere else. I used to buy from oil field companies their trucks. One of them out of Seguin. I used to buy all their trucks. And they'd put them out for bid, but nobody got where they'd bid against me because I'd buy them all. And then they decided to go with a big auction company, and that hadn't worked. So anyway, I may go back and check on them, seeing how that deal's working, because I can explain that to you. But you can call me anytime. I buy the good, the bad, and the ugly, cars, trucks, vans, land, houses, and no matter what. Hey, RVs. I've got some people looking for a Class C RV if you happen to have one for sale. Call me 830-708-4789. Hey, and do me a favor. Go to iHeart and get an app. They're free. iHeart app. And then go to Learn to Buy and Sell Cars. And listen to some of my previous radio shows. I need count. I need to build it up. I need to get where I can get up on front page. But tell 20 people, hey, get a free iHeart app. And then check out Randy and Learn to Buy and Sell Cars. Thank you. God bless you. And like I said, you can call me. Any questions, anytime, 830-708-4789. Helping a guy with a 200-something thousand mile Ford truck with a bad transmission. Get rid of it. He needs it gone. Owes some money on it, but we're going to work that deal out. So, it depends on what you're driving. What is it worth? You need to know. You need the opportunity to know what you can do with it, what's the best for you, best for your budget, best for your family. And that's why I reach out to everybody. I try my best to teach you the good, the bad, and the ugly, what's going on. With rebates, make sure there's a rebate on the car. Make sure that, if you're buying a new car, hey, check that dealer, make them tell you the truth. A lot of times they'll swallow. There's some $12,000 rebates. And if you don't ask and you don't know, that dealer will put that $12,000 in their pocket, and you could have saved $12,000. There's some deals at $7,000. They'll put it in their pocket and not give it to you. You got it coming. Manufacturers are scared of what's going on because money is tight. Bankers are getting tight, and they're not selling enough new cars. So they're working on you. Hey, go to randyadamsinc.com. Check out my warranty. Call me anytime, 830-708-4789. God bless you. Hey, iHeart app or learntobuyandSell.com. And do your best. Hey, forgive everybody. Love everybody. Hey, Obama changed the world with hate. Let's change the world with love. God bless you. Do unto others as you want them to do to you. I want to be the best, and I love Proverbs 1:5. Let the wise listen and add to their learning. I want to teach you. I want to learn from you. I want to be the best I can. God bless you. Call me. I love you. 830-708-4789.